Hello everyone and welcome to my Y&R Insider 24 update channel. Shocking threat, friendly reunion, confession. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Monday, September 22nd, hint at some explosive moments up ahead in Genoa City. Someone makes a shocking threat, while two friends catch up, and a character makes a confession. What's on the horizon for Monday's show? Time to find out. Billy Abbott's shocking threat. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Monday, September 22nd reveal that Billy Abbott will make a shocking threat. It's likely this warning will be issued to none other than Kane Ashby, considering he axed their AI program plan, but seems to be moving forward with it, with other allies. Billy interrupted a meeting between Kane, Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, Amanda Sinclair, and Michael Baldwin, during the Friday, September 19th show, and he was furious. Having said that, what kind of threat will Billy make, and will he follow through? Kane Ashby reunites with an old pal. Regarding Kane, he will reunite with Tracy Abbott. Interestingly enough, before Kane left Genoa City in 2019, he and Tracy got rather close. They were so close, many fans thought they were dating. Alas, that never happened, so it'll be fascinating to see these two interact, especially with Kane's recast factor. Read this. The Young and the Restless, Billy's character overhaul needed, time to grow up and stop being a train wreck. Tessa Porter's confession. Across town, The Young and the Restless spoilers for Monday note that Tessa Porter will open up to Daniel Romalotti. This most likely concerns Mariah Copeland and their breakup, but will she elaborate on her feelings? Then again, Mariah recently confessed to Tessa about what she was struggling with. Will Tessa disclose this to Daniel? In addition, Mariah had asked Daniel to watch over her wife while she's away at therapy getting the help she needed. Could Daniel also fill Tessa in on his chat with Mariah? Fans will have to tune in to find out. What aspect of the show's plot do you look forward to the most on Monday? Comment below. Tune into the CBS Soap Daily and check out SOS often for the best Young and the Restless updates, spoilers, and news. Sally provided Billy with the balance he needed as his self-sabotage exploded. The Young and the Restless spoilers document that Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, heeds no one's warnings, even from the ones who love him. Sally Spectra is the most recent person to become collateral damage in Billy's latest effort at self-sabotage. Citing a need to bring Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, down and use Kane Ashby to do it, Billy willfully threw himself back into a rut. The simple reason he did it is ego. After Billy suffered the heartbreak of losing Chelsea Lawson to Adam Newman, Sally became a stabilizing influence in his life. So, the danger of losing Sally because of his stubborn intention to get Chancellor back at all costs will make fans wonder if his and Hope's characters should have been written together at all. What actually transpired in Baltimore, Maryland? Billy and Chelsea were solid, or so he thought. Sally forgave Adam for hurting her intensely. They appeared to be heading toward the altar and had a long road to reconciliation. But Adam and Chelsea's romantic connection reignited when they were in Baltimore, Maryland. Their son's OCD issue was diagnosed, and that created an opportunity for their repressed love to re-emerge. This proved to be the basis for splitting Adam and Sally, along with Billy and Sally. Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson are believable. Adam and Chelsea's history is deep. Their passionate bond is real, and their connection is important because of their son, Connor Newman. So, it made sense that the former couple would reunite at some point. Having them do so because of the trauma that involved Connor worked. Billy and Sally, on the other hand, only transpired as a result of Adam and Chelsea betraying them. Thompson's character and Hope's weren't interested in each other and wouldn't have betrayed Adam and Chelsea in this manner. It could be that the writing staff feels Billy and Sally are played out or aren't working as well as hoped. The next week's episodes might show if this couple is in the past. Going after Victor Newman is foolish. Jack Abbott told his brother, in no uncertain terms, not to engage with Victor. Billy disregarded his #1 cheerleader and sole financial backer of Abbott Communications, which was busy work designed to help Billy get back on track. Sally should have been given a heads-up by Billy's arrogant indifference to Jack. This is another plot point, with Hope's character not having the ability to influence Billy. If she had or can, then maybe they are destined to remain together. This town is ruled by Victor. If Billy brings him down, it will be one of the most unbelievable outcomes in decades, if not ever, and viewers will want to rinse their mouths with soap. Somehow, Billy has convinced himself otherwise. The Young and the Restless spoilers, shocking threat, friendly reunion, confession. The Young and the Restless has long been known for weaving together stories of love, betrayal, loyalty, and shocking twists. The Monday, September 22nd episode promises to keep that tradition alive, delivering everything from intense confrontations to heartfelt reunions and soul-bearing confessions. Fans who have been following the drama in Genoa City for a number of decades are aware that even the tiniest change in dialogue can reveal years of relationships, rivalries, and history. And in this episode, three major arcs stand out: Billy Abbott's shocking threat, Kane Ashby reconnecting with an old friend, and Tessa Porter's deeply personal confession. What makes this particular set of spoilers fascinating is the way they interconnect with the long legacy of Y&R. These aren't isolated beats. They touch on family feuds, romantic entanglements, and personal struggles that have been building for years. So let's break down each storyline in depth and explore what Monday's drama might mean for the future of Genoa City. Billy Abbott's shocking threat. Whenever Billy Abbott's name comes up, one thing is certain: chaos follows. Billy is a character who thrives on the edge. For years, he has oscillated between moments of redemption and deep self-destruction, earning the reputation of someone who just can't stay out of trouble. Monday's spoiler about him making a shocking threat feels very on-brand, but what makes it riveting is the target, Kane Ashby. Why Kane? The fallout from the failed AI project is still reverberating in Genoa City. Billy poured passion and pride into that venture, seeing it as both a career-defining moment and an opportunity to prove his worth. Billy saw Kane's decision to pull the plug as nothing short of a betrayal, or at the very least to continue the plan under various alliances. For Billy, this isn't just business. It's personal. The Young and the Restless thrives because its stories never exist in a vacuum. Every decision, every whispered threat, every tearful confession ripples outward across Genoa City. Fireworks are already promised by the Monday, September 22nd spoilers, but the real magic comes when we look at the long-term stakes and peel back the layers. There is more to Billy Abbott's threat than just hurt pride. Kane Ashby's reunion with Tracy Abbott is about more than nostalgia. And Tessa Porter's confession is about more than one conversation. These stories, when stretched out, reveal deeper truths about family loyalty, vulnerability, and how the past refuses to stay buried. Billy Abbott's shocking threat, a path of no return? We've seen Billy make threats before, but this moment feels different. He's at a crossroads, and how he handles Kane's perceived betrayal could define the next chapter of his life. The psychology of Billy's rage. Billy's relationship with anger is complex. He doesn't lash out only because of others' actions, his threats often stem from unresolved trauma. Fans recall the tragic loss of his daughter Delia, an event that continues to haunt him years later. That wound is reopened by every setback in business and every betrayal. Kane pushing forward with the AI project taps into Billy's deepest insecurity, the fear of being left out, underestimated, and replaced. That insecurity is what drives him to lash out. The threat might not be premeditated violence, but it will carry the weight of all those old wounds. The danger lies in whether Billy realizes he's projecting personal pain onto a business rivalry or if he'll let his emotions blind him completely. He has already shown that he is furious. During the September 19th episode, he stormed into Kane's meeting with Phyllis Summers, Amanda Sinclair, and Michael Baldwin, showing his inability to control his temper. This sets the stage for the fight on Monday. Billy's threat could be anything from a harsh verbal promise to bring Kane down to something much more sinister and reckless. Billy has been known to spiral into dangerous territory before, so the possibilities are endless. The self-sabotage pattern. The threat ties back into a long-standing theme for Billy, self-sabotage. Every time he appears to climb out of his rut, he pulls himself back into destructive behavior. Jack Abbott, his brother, has repeatedly warned him against going after Victor Newman, against risky projects, and against letting his ego guide his decisions. Yet Billy never learns. Billy is more volatile than ever now that Sally Spectra is no longer the stabilizing force she once was. After his breakup with Chelsea, Sally helped him get back on track and redirect his energy. But with Sally gone, or at least distant, Billy is untethered. His threat to Kane might not just be about revenge. It could be the spark that sends him into another tailspin. The Victor factor. Not to mention Victor Newman. Billy has been circling the Newman empire for years, obsessed with proving himself against Victor. His threat to Kane might also be a proxy war against Victor, who has always had a hand in Kane's direction. Billy might mistakenly believe that by defeating Kane, he is reducing Victor's power. However, history demonstrates that it rarely pays off to oppose Victor Newman. Kane Ashby and Tracy Abbott get together. Kane Ashby's reunion with Tracy Abbott brings humanity and heart back to the canvas, if Billy's threat represents volatility. Fans who remember Kane's exit in 2019 will recall that he and Tracy shared a surprisingly warm connection. What started as friendship hinted at something more. Many viewers speculated they could evolve into a romance, a pairing no one expected but one that somehow made sense. Revisiting old sparks. The decision to bring back this connection now is fascinating. Tracy, the heart of the Abbott family, has always been the moral compass in a world where deceit often reigns. She sees the good in people, even those who are deeply flawed. Kane, meanwhile, has walked a difficult road. He's been a conman, a husband, a father, and at times a lost soul. With his recast now on the scene, revisiting this dynamic could breathe fresh life into both characters. Tracy and Kane's reunion could start innocently, just two old friends catching up, but soap fans know better. Shared history has a way of reigniting old feelings. Could this be the writer's way of testing whether there's still romantic potential between them? Kane's redemption arc. Kane has always struggled with identity. His life in Genoa City was marked by deception. He originally impersonated Philip Chancellor III, scandal, and redemption attempts. Reuniting with Tracy might be his chance to finally stabilize. She offers acceptance and unconditional friendship, things Kane desperately needs after years of turbulence. But it also raises questions. If Kane's reintroduction to the canvas is tied to Tracy, does that mean a romance is brewing? Or does Tracy merely serve as a conduit for Kane's reintegration into Genoa City's plotlines? Either way, this friendly reunion could have ripple effects on the Abbott family and beyond. The Abbott family dynamics. There's also an added layer. How will Jack and Billy react if Kane is once again part of Tracy's life? Billy is already gunning for Kane in business, and if he sees Kane growing closer to his sister, the rivalry could intensify. Tracy, often caught in the middle of family disputes, might find herself torn between supporting Kane and protecting her brothers. Tessa Porter's confession. Another moving story is unfolding on the other side of town. Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, is set to confide in Daniel Romalotti, Michael Graziardi. For fans, this storyline cuts straight to the heart. Tessa and Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes, have been through a rollercoaster of love, marriage, and now separation. Their relationship, once a beacon of representation and resilience, has hit a rough patch. Mariah recently admitted her struggles to Tessa, including her need for therapy. That honesty was difficult but necessary, and it left Tessa in a painful limbo. How do you support someone you love when they ask for space to heal? That's the question Tessa is wrestling with, and Daniel might be the only person she feels she can open up to. Why Daniel? Daniel has his own history of pain, making him a safe confidant. His relationship with Mariah has always been layered, and now he's been asked to watch over Tessa in Mariah's absence. This dynamic sets the stage for complicated emotions. Will Tessa's confession simply be about her grief and confusion, or could it hint at deeper feelings developing between her and Daniel? While it's unlikely the show would dismantle the groundbreaking Mariah-Tessa pairing entirely, soaps thrive on emotional tension. Tessa leaning on Daniel could spark rumors, insecurities, or even romantic tension that challenges her bond with Mariah. The importance of honesty confession scenes on Y&R are never straightforward. They reveal vulnerabilities, create alliances, and set up future drama. Tessa's admission could give Daniel the chance to open up as well, creating a bond that reshapes the dynamics in Genoa City. And if Mariah learns about the depth of their conversation, it could either reassure her or drive a wedge between her and Tessa. Final thoughts. The Monday, September 22nd episode of The Young and the Restless promises to deliver the best of what soaps do: messy emotions, shocking twists, and tender moments of connection. The threat posed by Billy maintains the suspense. Kane and Tracy's reunion tugs at nostalgic heartstrings while hinting at new beginnings. And Tessa's confession grounds the drama in raw, relatable vulnerability. What makes Y&R timeless is its ability to mix spectacle with sincerity. Fans don't just tune in for the boardroom battles or the bedroom betrayals, they tune in because, at the heart of it all, these stories reflect real human struggles: the need for love, the fear of betrayal, the hope for redemption. Monday's episode delivers all of that and more. Billy and Kane, a new rivalry. What makes this particularly explosive is the potential for a long-term feud. Billy and Kane have crossed paths before, but this could be the beginning of something much bigger. Imagine Billy obsessively trying to undermine Kane's alliances while Kane leans into Tracy's support. This rivalry divides families, friendships, and entire areas of Genoa City, and it goes beyond business. Kane and Tracy's friendly reunion, more than just catching up. On the surface, Kane and Tracy's reunion is sweet. Two old friends reconnect, reminiscing about the past. But in soaps, friendly reunions often hide deeper undercurrents. Recalling their near-romance in 2019, viewers witnessed Kane and Tracy's unexpectedly close bond. Their bond was gentle, intellectual, and surprisingly intimate. While the writers didn't push them into full-blown romance, they planted seeds that linger to this day. Now, with Kane back on screen, those seeds may bloom. What makes the idea of a Kane-Tracy romance compelling is how unconventional it would be. Tracy has often been sidelined romantically, written more as the Abbott family's emotional anchor than as a woman with desires and stories of her own. Pairing her with Kane could be a bold statement that love doesn't have to follow expected patterns, and that second chances can come from unexpected places. Kane's search for belonging. Kane has always wrestled with belonging. As a man who once impersonated someone else just to be part of Genoa City, he's constantly tried to prove himself. Tracy offers him something no one else does: acceptance without conditions. She doesn't see him as a conman, a schemer, or a businessman. She sees him as a flawed man worthy of compassion. This reunion could mark the beginning of a redemption arc for Kane. If he invests in his friendship, or more, with Tracy, he could find the grounding he's been missing. But soap fans know that redemption never comes easily. The Abbott family is all set for fireworks if Billy sees Kane as a threat to his business and sister's happiness. Family drama brewing. Kane's return may rekindle old divisions within the Abbott family, which is no stranger to internal conflict. Jack has always protected Tracy, but is also wary of outsiders infiltrating the family. Billy, in particular, may view Kane's closeness to Tracy as manipulation, further fueling his rage. What begins as a friendly reunion could quickly escalate into a storyline that pits love against loyalty. Confessions of Tessa Porter. The power of vulnerability. Tessa's confession to Daniel is another seemingly quiet moment that could carry immense weight. Soap fans know that conversations like these often reshape entire relationships. Tessa's isolation. In Mariah's absence, Tessa feels isolated. She's not just missing her wife, she's missing her partner, her confidant, her anchor. Turning to Daniel is less about replacing Mariah and more about filling a void. Still, the choice of confidant matters. Daniel understands struggle and reinvention, making him the perfect listener.